The NDSU linebacker and former Hillsborough Central Valley Borough, Oscar Benson, and joins us. And first of all, there's so many success stories out of the region. You know, guys that played small town football, and you're certainly in that category as well. Do you swap some stories about playing 9-man football, or you played 11-man, but just kind of guys coming from different parts of the country and different parts of football?
Yeah, this team is really diverse. Come from all different parts of the country, and I think it's cool how they look to their local schools to find talent. There's plenty of guys here that are making plays for us from North Dakota, so yeah, that's cool to see.
What was it like? Coach N says you're gonna start. I know he'd mentioned that in the post game about how that kind of it meant something to you. You're a small town guy, wanted to be a Bison, and here you're starting in game one.
Yeah, no, it meant a lot to me. It's just kind of all the work you kind of put in throughout these few years that I've been here. It's been a goal of mine for a long time. So to finally get the opportunity to get out there and show what you can do is it means a lot.
When getting on the field and getting in the dome the first time, was it first time starting? Was it kind of what you thought it would be?
Yeah, I've had a little experience, just playing, in some of our games where, we had a good lead, and I think that helps a lot with, because you never really know the pace until you're actually in the game and you see how fast it really is. So I think that definitely helped prepare me, for this opportunity. But, just the first snap of the season, it picks up. It's definitely different from practice. So.
And for you're kind of in a position spot where you're going to be kind of mixing and matching a little bit. In the linebacker spot, there's going to be a lot of guys that are going to get some snaps here these first couple of weeks.
Yeah, pretty inexperienced, as a group. Kay is really the only vet that we have right now, like a true, returning starter. So, it's a great opportunity for a lot of guys to kind of show what we've been doing, behind the scenes in practice, and a lot of chances for guys to step up and in the spotlight and shine a little bit.
When you were recruited, you were a very good running back and a linebacker in high school. Did they kind of give you the idea right away that defense is where they wanted you?
Yeah, that's where they kind of said they would like me at, and that's kind of where I thought I would fit better too. I'm not necessarily built like a true running back, at least around here. I think I have the length to be a good asset at linebacker. So yeah, that's what I kind of came here for.
Yep. And what are the things, technique-wise, what are the things you've learned the most? What are the things that you feel like from day one to now that you feel like you've improved on?
Footwork probably was one of my bigger struggles. Kind of just just making sure my footwork right, and basic stuff, just like football movements, that techniques that I maybe haven't worked a lot on, because you can kind of get away with having sloppy movement in high school, but once you get to college, you got to have, a good base at all times and stuff like that. So they definitely hammer in the details around here, and it helps.
You mentioned Kaiser, the things that he's kind of taught you, even though it's a little bit of a different position you playing outside, but what have you learned from a guy like him?
From Kaiser, I learned that, just hard work will get you a lot of success, even if you may not be in the right gap or in the right fit. If you can just explode off the ball and get to where you're just making plays, a lot of mistakes can be making up for by just working hard.
I would say that's kind of the mantra of this program, isn't it? It's just a lot of hard work, and you mentioned the fine details, and that's kind of when you get to this point, talent's going to get you a certain point. It's just kind of learning the X's and O's and the details of that. That's what makes the difference.
Yeah, for sure. Just kind of every day working on the fundamentals and kind of hammering those home, and you're focusing on the details, and never thinking you're too good to work on the little things and stuff like that. Always improving in something. I think that helps a lot.
Well, Oscar, do you hear from a lot of folks back home? I'm sure a lot. So you're not too far from home, but do you hear a lot of good things from Hillsborough and Buxton and HCV football?
Yeah, for sure. All over. I have a lot of support. Family, friends, teammates, past teammates, and coaches and stuff like that have all reached out to me lately, which I feel really grateful for, and blessed to be part of have been part of a good, I guess, hometown and school system to where they really just support you all the way through. So yeah, that's really cool.
All right, Oscar Benson, thanks for the time. Best